My parents are, and by all accounts, have always been avid readers. Some of my earliest memories of reading begin with me coming in to find both of my parents absorbed in their own books. When I complained, they turned to me and said, "We'll go get a book and you can join us." My parents both read to me until I could read on my own. We read a variety of books, and I remember them as old friends, even now. When I learned to read, it was my job to introduce my friends to my little sisters. We read lots of little golden books. Richard Scarry was always a favorite, and my mother favored beautifully illustrated picture books like The Very Hungry Caterpillar. As I advanced in my reading skills and comprehension, I moved on to choose your own adventure books. I loved the way these books pulled me in and kept me choosing for hours at a time. In about second grade, our gifted and talented class submitted stories for a contest at the community college serving our area. The winners would be published in the annual literary magazine produced by the college. I won at my grade level with a story about a robot Santa Claus who saved Christmas. As I got older, my mother volunteered at our public library. My sisters and I often spent our evenings there with her doing homework or reading. I discovered Danielle Steele's fanciful romance novels, but our librarian did not approve. I took several books up to the checkout counter, and after a disapproving look and lecture, I went home with Jane Eyre. My mother looked at it oddly and asked if I chose it. When I explained how it came home with me, two things happened. The first was that she rolled her eyes and said, "Oh, you can read whatever you want to. I don't care what it is, as long as you're reading." And the only thing I know for sure about the second thing is that it involved a trip to the library. That was the day that I found out how my mother felt about book censorship. Through my junior high and high school years, my reading became more necessary than joyful. Then college required so much reading that it wasn't as much fun to pick up a book in my free time. Finally, after getting an English degree because I enjoyed reading and writing, I had time to enjoy reading again. And I remembered that it's the wildest way to date, the cheapest way to travel, the fastest way to visit any city in the world, and, the safest way to hang out with werewolves and vampires. These days, I'm looking forward to introducing our next generation to my old friends.